Yes, got it. So before recording, we were talking about editing our nationalities and our look and our build.
Everything.
But yes, everything. And
Such
for
the magic
everything
of
else, welcome to Bodega Nights. My name is Martin. We got Jao, we got Miko, and we're gonna talk to you about the beauty of in-game editing, and then we cheat using mods.
No, we're improving the experience. We're improving the gaming experience. We're not cheating. We're improving gaming experience. There's a difference.
This is how we call cheating now.
No. There's a difference. When you mod, you can actually make quality of life mods that make the game just run better. Unless the game's a piece of shit that just burns because it's horribly optimized, like a few games.
So is that the explanation of Jake Gyllenhaal before the new Red came out of Taylor Swift? Just kidding. I don't know what the hell that means. But I heard there's a 10-minute video about that. I don't have time for that. I have slice of life animes now on Netflix.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that anime's on Netflix now.
God damn, man. I got drawn into freaking anime for some weird reason. I think you go backtrack the last episode, Nico. It's like, now I'm watching this Komi-san thing. Now I'm watching this.
I saw you post about that one. I love slice of life myself, but I just can't watch the ones that are about teens anymore. I just see it as slightly cringy and stop being a little bitch. It's like, I remember myself at that age. It's like, no, stop reminding me. I don't want it anymore. I love have you seen Wave the Houseband?
Oh my god, I love that thing.
Yes. Around our age, I understand these concepts. Yes, groceries. Chores. I understand these
I'm going to show you around and you're going to use your body. And when he meant that, he meant, we're going to use the bike and we're going to sweat it out to go to the market instead of driving the car. Because we're going to save you money. Because you're in debt.
Is this what happens when Martin starts playing Genshin? Genshin gets used to that whole aesthetic. And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, anime on Netflix now.
Yay.
Martin's like, hello, fellow weebs.
I am back now. What has happened in the past 2 decades that I left you after Slam Dunk finished?
Dear God, that's an old anime. That's an old show.
I mean, honestly, Miko, the only anime, quote-unquote, I watched was Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Abridged for the past
I guess that counts.
Right? That doesn't count anymore.
Did you have that massive a hole of Slam Dunk than Genshin? Well, a big change, if you notice, it's not square anymore. That's a big change.
Actually, right? I know, right? What the hell?
I still love that. I try to watch my old shows and I see there's these black bars on the side. Where's the rest of my show? What happened? And I realized, wait. It's I watched this on the computer before. It was fine. Oh, wait, that was also square.
I mean, honestly, I think the drop-off I did for anime started late college. Because the last anime I actually watched in 2009 was Detective Conan. And then
also
fourth year happened.
Old one.
It is also an old one, but it's still running right now. So when I think about it, I have 11 years of back episodes of Detective Conan to go through now. Or not. I'm sorry, Conan. You're still not an adult yet, apparently.
I still feel... I just realized that 2009 is over a decade ago.
Yeah, it's been 12 years, man. I mean, the last update I know about Conan is Conan O'Brien went to Conan Town. And that was 2019.
I still remember Conan the Barbarian. The Conans are alive. Conan O'Brien, Conan the Barbarian, and Conan the Detective.
And Conan the Comedian. Conan the
Comedian. We have the different Conans in our life. And it goes to us at different points.
Yes. In our childhood, we had Arnold as the Barbarian. In our teens, we had the detective guy. And in our adulthood, we had this pasty, red-headed comedian.
Yes. The Conans.
The Conan. It's the 3 Conans that you go through in life.
I wonder who the 4th Conan will be.
That will be the Conan in our senior citizen life.
Is that watching back all 3 at the same time?
Oh my god, that would be so grim. Do we have all the time for that? If so, I choose the red-headed Conan. Because he's the one that tries to get them all together in one Conan verse.
Oh yeah, he does that, doesn't he?
Yes. He even tries to watch anime. No, he even tries to play video games.
He tries.
He tries. Remember that time when he and Frodo Baggins played FF15? And they
I saw a clip and I didn't know it was real. I was just like, is this a legit thing or did someone just like chop up a video?
And then you played the game and it was real. Oh my gosh.
I actually check that because every time I think of like anime, I just remember going to Crunchyroll and the other thing.
Oh my
Crunchyroll
God.
and the other thing.
Crunchyroll here in Brazil.
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't have enough money.
I understand.
So that's why I'm not buying Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
but you know what kind of
lots of people are upset with Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but you know what's not getting upset here in Brazil? That's crunchy. It's like crocante brigadeiros, basically crunchy brigadeiros or crunchy chocolate ice cream. That's freaking cool.
What?
But you know what?
Wait.
God damn, now I want ice cream.
Are we talking about like TV shows or has Martin like started talking about
Brazilian I feel like it's all about food. I'm trying to figure it out too.
It's food. Crunchy roll. Okay. You know, crunchy food.
All right, so Martin has like chocolate ice cream and like a pão de queijo. And like, yeah. This is like living the life in Brazil.
Gaining 50 pounds one day at a time. 1 year at a time. Anyway, Mika, so we were talking about something pre-recording. It's a very interesting stream he had a few days ago using a mod in this game XCOM that I think I told Zhao he's a bad influence because I kind of bought that off Steam sale. Thanks a lot, Nico.
In fairness, I streamed XCOM 1, not XCOM 2. I did XCOM 2 much later.
Oh, God.
So I don't know why you decided to get 2. I was playing 1.
No, dude, wait. You were playing 2 when I was watching. The
last one was 2, but before that was 1.
Oh, no, I didn't see you play 1. I saw
how is it 2. My fault? What is my
I wanted to make Brazilian Martin and have him die every mission, man.
What is my influence in this?
It enticed me to make Brazilian Martin in that game. I've yet to make him.
Oh,
but apparently we can.
Die?
Yes, because he'll die.
Yeah, you can actually. Bald is a haircut. Is bald a haircut?
I think so. Actually, I'll check it out after this recording.
Is that like if you go and ask for bald, is that a haircut you can ask for?
Well, it is a 2K game.
Is atheism a religion?
I don't know.
Is
it? Huh.
I
mean, it's a belief or lack thereof.
That's the thing, right? Because like there's that, you know how atheism is a system of non-belief, right? Like, you tell an atheist, like, yeah, that's no different from religion. They'll tell you, is baldness a haircut?
Bald is a haircut, though, because how do you get bald? You cut your hair.
Is that why you're bald?
Yes, that's my style of haircut. I shave it bald, right?
Or hairstyle,
I mean, in
or whatever.
GTA, man, like you could click bald.
No, I wish GTA barbers were real. I want more hair all of a sudden. That would be like one of the best things. Like if game barbers were real, just go there, just like no hair whatsoever. Yeah, I just want the biggest fro you have.
I want a fro. Yeah. That'll be $25, sir. Thank you for joining us. And they have a definitive edition right now, by the way.
GTA?
Yeah, GTA 3, GTA SA, GTA...
Oh, okay. I thought did they re-release GTA 5 again?
Oh, no, no.
Skyrim is being re-released again?
No. They re-released the older games before GTA 5, incredibly.
Oh, wow.
Like GTA 3, GTA San Andreas, GTA Vice City.
All the GTA games that came out after I stopped playing GTA.
Yeah. I kind of stopped. Vice City is my last official GTA.
Oh, dude. You should have tried San Andreas.
I did, and I just didn't have the time to play it. Like, Vice City is the last one I had, like, full-on time to play it, to the point that I even mastered the stupid remote control helicopter and remote control plane. I mean, remote control plane. That's
I hate that.
Plane. That thing was goddamn stupid. The worst stage ever. Yeah. But somehow I got good at it, and I hate that.
You had to start breaking that game. Spite. We're getting good out of spite, though. That's why you. But hey, I still love stealing a helicopter there, not the RC helicopter, and then you put the V-Rock, and you get, come on, feel the noise.
Another thing, no, the best part of GTA is when you hit the point where you just start driving like a normal person.
Oh yeah, and you don't even hit another car.
Why am I stopping at the traffic light? Why am I slowing down when I hear sirens?
Yeah,
it's like one of those things. Like it's that moment of GTA where you start driving like a regular person, and you realize it's really hard to drive like a regular person in that game.
Yeah.
It is hard.
Like I said, I wouldn't know. The last GTA that I actually seriously played, it was still like a top-down thing.
Oh, GTA 2.
Yeah, man. Where there was
GTA 2.
Where there was a dedicated fart button.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you could crush a bunch of Elvises.
Yes.
Yep.
And you could find.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. The
and I hated
2,
motorcycles so much.
Yeah, baby. Oh.
And the motorcycles for me, the worst useless vehicle because since it was top down, you couldn't see what was in front of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you go so stupidly fast, like you're just going to die.
Splat. Wasted.
The best was you go on a bridge, not realizing the bridge is not complete with a motorcycle. Like, Ving! Oh no! Oh
no! This is just one of those reminders, like about how old we are. Like talking about how 2009 was a decade ago. We're like, this is being forced to come to terms with our own mortality. Like, shit, they're re-releasing games that I found newfangled when like it was no longer top down.
I know.
Yeah.
It does bother me, like this. Oh, hey, like no. Sometimes I see a game being released, like when I saw Modern War, like Call of Duty 4 remastered.
Yes,
I was like, why is remastering such a new game? And then I was like, shit, this game is not new. This game is like 15 years old.
Oh my god!
Right?
Oh my god! But here's the funny part, because in our generation, we did mention GTA was top down.
Yeah.
And when it went to PS2, it became a 3D,
like a third person.
Well, the
thing,
first.
Right?
The only time I played it was 3D was PC.
But now, like the re-releases or the remastered ones, when they go to next gen, it just looks like, oh look, it's more pixels, but it's not a drastic graphical change, like from 2D to 3D. Right?
I'm just waiting for when they have GTA in the metaverse.
Oh my god, GTA meta. Oh dude. But as a Persona fan, I'm like, what do you mean? The one in the Meta app?
The metaverse.
The metaverse.
I still don't understand it. It's like, why? Why is this here? What does this mean? What does this mean to me?
I don't think anybody really understands what the fuck, like, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg was talking about when talking about the metaverse. Yeah. All I know is that it sounds and feels a lot like Black Mirror.
Yeah, that's what they say. I didn't watch it, so I wouldn't understand.
I mean, it's like the most effective tactic available verse. What does this mean?
Sure.
The metaverse is what we call all the PUBG style games or battle royales. It's all meta or you're dead.
Meta or die.
Pretty much. I hate games like that where it's meta or die.
Yeah.
I don't mind games where there is a meta, but you can still do well with other stuff and mess around. But there are so many games where it's meta or die.
Ladies and gents, we're no longer talking about the metaverse. We're talking about meta as in like the most effective tactic available, yeah. Or as I always like to think of it, was like the game beyond the game.
Within the game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like Magic is I think where most ass, where you actually have to study what's going on, what's currently popular to figure out how to counter what's currently going on.
Yeah. I mean, what's it is like that as well. Like the Hearthstone, the game I love the most as well. Like it's
still trading cards, right? It's that.
Yeah.
StarCraft, Dota, Tekken. I mean, there's a meta in Tekken as well.
Oh no, like when it comes to fighting games, it's also just balance issues sometimes.
Yeah. When you know someone's OP.
They try to make characters as balanced as they can, but they're just some characters are just broken.
Looking at you, Smash.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The thing I love about Smash is you know how to tell when a character's broken before it's even released. See if it's Sakurai's favorite character or character he really likes. You know he's coming in broken.
Yeah.
That's the only reason Kirby survives, like the opening scene, is because he's Sakurai's favorite. That's it.
But like when it comes to say like fighting games, right? When it comes to like a broken character, there should be some sort of effective counter to that. That's just shit against everything else.
Yeah, most things are effective. It's just most terms just ban the character straight out.
Yeah,
this character cannot be used.
Which is why I love StarCraft, right? Or this is why I love StarCraft Brood War. They like gave up on balance years ago.
Did they? I thought it was a fairly balanced game.
Some of that shit is
Or
broken.
maybe I'm just not at that level where I see the issues yet. I just was so casual. I mean, I played Sim City with my base more often than really played it properly.
StarCraft is tremendously broken. A lot of the perceived balance comes from the map makers.
Oh, okay.
Because if you have a shit map, 100% of the time a 4-pool wins.
Ah, huh.
So the maps have to be, say, engineered in such a way that a 4-pool gets there just in time for a number, like a couple of Marines to be created.
You're just stalling, basically.
Yeah, like the size of
I will stall you at geography. Go!
Yeah, that sort of thing, right? Like, so much of the balance of StarCraft is in maps.
Oh my God!
I never thought of it that way. Using a map
COD,
to the...
like we have our favorite maps. Like we started shipment when we go all out, and then we go
shipment's
into
just
teams.
hell.
Yeah.
Like I would imagine that the same thing applies to, say, like first-person shooters as well. A lot of balance comes from the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of. I mean, there's two balances. First, it's the equipment of each team. The next part is how the map is arranged. That's why, as cool as some maps look, if you really break it down, they're always following a basic style to them to make sure they're as balanced as possible.
What's
like
that
little things
map
like
with a bus in the middle, and then there's a wall.
That's Crossroads.
Oh, Crossroads. And
I
then
call it
when
Fallujah, but it's Crossroads.
Isn't that a helicopter?
No, Crossroads is the one where it's the Fallujah map where if you start
talking
out the
about
map,
bug.
you can
I think
fire
Martin's
203.
talking about bug.
Because there's Fallujah had the tanks. Yeah, the bus, the broken bus, and the mount is bug.
Bug. Oh my God! Because when you're on that wall area, you're basically
you're gonna
pinned
die.
down.
Yeah, because the wall doesn't stop anything.
Yep.
The wall will stop pistol fire, and that's it.
Why is there a wall here in the first place?
It makes you feel better about yourself. Does it help?
But
No.
you're dead. Nope.
That's like
Is it
terrible.
cover? It's concealment.
It's the worst spawn point like in the whole of Call of Duty.
And
4.
you spawn there when you're like on one end of the map, right? If that's where
No, the
your
best
team
yeah.
spawns.
As long as you don't pass like the bus area, the enemy team will always be forced to spawn on that
Oh my
wall.
God.
Either on the left wall, the right wall, maybe sometimes the middle, but that's it.
Yeah.
So essentially,
always-
if you just pin them down, there's nothing they can do.
That was so bad that one time that we were like, all right, just hold it the bus. Hold it the bus.
No.
Yeah, I remember we was there. I remember we had to go. Some of us had to go die. Like TJ died, I died because we literally ran out of all the ammo. Like I just have to go get shot or steal one of their guns. There's really no other option for me.
Right, just make sure that everybody has a grenade. That way, like we can just like martyr them
Keep
towards the
tossing.
end. You know?
Like we're doing reloading. It's not like Battlefield where people can throw like packs of ammo.
Oh God! How about that Russian map, the one with the statue in the middle? What we call that?
Block.
Oh God! Block is a bit more fun
Block.
because it's actually a bit
Block
more
party.
even. Because there's
You
the
say
map.
that until I get a corner, then nothing moves.
Yeah.
If I go to the corner with the
Alright.
RPD, it's like, pabak. Okay, pabak. There's
The
not
most
really anything you can do
balanced-
anymore.
The most balanced map in Call of Duty 4, or it's called Modern Warfare. The most balanced map in Modern Warfare 1 was fucking shipment.
Yeah.
That's why
I don't
we
care
do
how
it
skilled
all.
you are, you're going to explode or die somehow.
Yep.
Right? Like that's
Random thrown
the
grenade.
most balanced map. Just simple as that.
Yep, you just go run, shoot, die, repeat.
In the same way that what was the name of that fighting game? Like Kick Puncher, whatever the fuck that
Dive
fighting game
Kick?
is called. Yeah, Dive Kick.
Yeah.
Kick Puncher is a community reference.
Yeah.
Dive Kick is like perfectly balanced but so boring.
Yeah.
You
Jimmy
have two
goes that way.
controls. You dive or you kick.
Dive, kick. I love how they came out with an official gamepad.
Yeah.
It was an arcade thing that they just had two buttons, dive and kick.
Or what was the first ever fighting game, like karate or something, right?
Oh god, that was a piece of shit. I remember that. I had the game. I actually had that game, the Famicom.
And that was another perfectly balanced game.
Yeah, because everyone equally sucked at it. It was pretty garbage.
Right? Because there was no variation. Like
There was no combos, nothing. Your options punch, kick, jump. Are there combos? What is a combo?
Right? What's it? Arguably, like if you kept like a Street Fighter that was just Ken and Ryu before they started diverging, like that.
Oh yeah, the first one, Street Fighter 1,
right? Street Fighter 1,
that
was also pretty balanced, but it was kind of
garbage. Because it had no combos, nothing. No one ever talks about like everyone talks Street Fighter 2. Like, oh, you don't want to play Street Fighter 1. Yeah. All your combos, combo, none of that exists. People also realize that combos, like interrupts, all those things, were glitches and unintended things that they turned into features.
Yeah. That was Street Fighter 2, right? That was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat had the same thing, and they just started refining it further and further. And Street Fighter 2 just never left Street Fighter 2 for like I don't know how many years. I mean, it's available for Street Fighter 2.
That's kind of Street Fighter's thing, right? Like Street Fighter 3, 4. Like
I don't remember 3, 4. I just remember like 7 versions of 2.
Yeah,
and me suddenly too. 5.
Then there's this something versus X-Men versus Street Fighter, right?
Yep. Talk about old games. One thing I also missed was a fighting game that was actually pretty fair too. Tenchu, because it had a multiplayer like versus.
Yeah.
Wait, Tenchu had a multiplayer?
Yeah, Tenchu had a multiplayer. It was a versus thing. It was a versus and co-op.
Wow. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
is it in Tenchu 1 or 2?
2. Tenchu 2.
Oh yeah, there was. I forgot.
Yeah, and you could be like the little robot with the guns.
Yep.
And it flies for no apparent reason instead of jumping.
But man, Tenchu 1 is still the most fun Tenchu I had because of all the blood and gore when you cut their.
I still don't understand why it's a dead title. It was such a great game. One of the best early stealth games I played. That's like before I played Metal Gear. So I went to Metal Gear. Oh, it's Tenchu with guns.
All right, so I'm looking up Street Fighter, right? Or Street Fighter 2, which had Champion, Turbo, Super Turbo, Hyper, HD Remix, and Ultra, and then came Street Fighter Alpha. Remember that? And then there was Alpha 2 and Alpha 3.
I played Alpha 2.
And then there was Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, then Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4
days before updates could be sent to your console and your PC.
Capcom's been doing
your game, so here's a new game. All they did was tweaks.
It's like DLC. How DLC used to be called expansion packs. Like apparently Street Fighter before DLC or before balance patches could be just release a
how do we do a patch update? What's a patch update? Just get a new game. Gotcha.
New game.
Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Is it ever going to hit beta? No. You're never going to see the beta. Now here's 3, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, and here's 5. What happened to 4? We don't speak of it. Then 6.
Oh, they actually had a game for the movie, huh?
Yeah, I had that one. It was such hot garbage, but it was so meme-worthy before memes were a thing.
Which one?
The Street Fighter movie game. So remember, so it's a game about the movie, about the game. And the best part is that they had the characters, like the actual look of everyone. So it's actually really dumb and fun. Is it a good fighting game? Absolutely not. It was horrendous.
It was not.
I had it on the Sega Saturn.
Dude, it was bombed by GamePro. I remember that.
Oh no, it was a whole game. I played a lot of it, but I still this is stupid. I played it though.
It's like playing Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin. Oh,
dude! Hey! Let's be fair. I love that game because it was like GTA Batman and Robin.
You know why I hate it? Because the manual was shit. It made no sense. I didn't understand how any of the equipment worked. I'd equip it and nothing would happen. It's like, I got this. How does it work?
How do I use
what do I do?
I don't know. It's in your utility belt. Just there.
It's so sad, right? Because Batman and Robin was a pretty crap game. That was one of the PlayStation, right? That was a
PS1, yeah.
That was that was the one that was the Arkham series, but the very worst version of it because it was a third person sort of thing. But then it was preceded by Batman Forever, which was an equally terrible game for the Super Nintendo.
There was a Batman Forever game?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, they used get this, man. They used the Mortal Kombat engine.
Whoa!
And it wasn't a fighting game.
It was really, really weird. I played it because my cousin had it, and I was like, this plays really weird. Because I was never really into fighting games, so I was like, this feels really, really weird.
I was like, why do you have to do a Hadouken sort of thing to get him to use like the acid gun?
Was it the Batarang?
Or the Batarang or whatever. Like, why do I have to do a Hadouken for this?
Like, Hadouken, I mean, Batarang.
It was like, oh, and then
uppercut. Batman uppercut.
Subsequently found out, they used the Mortal Kombat engine. Okay. So, apparently those skills do transfer.
There are some games that the skills transfer in the weirdest ways. But God, I still can't forget old school FPS games and old school RTS games before rules were made to how they would play. They were absolutely dog shit. Like, I still remember playing FPS where it was arrow keys as your movement. Delete was reload.
Ooh.
Oh my God, yes.
I remember games where arrow keys was the move and delete was reload. And page up, page down was your equipment.
This is what...
Yeah, I remember this because some PC games laid out the keyboards in a way that it's not just the FPS, where one whole keyboard, right? Like this area right here. It's not just for one player, but for two. Because me and my brother played NBA Live 97. He was using the right side, the arrow keys, the delete, the end, and I was using the left side, the ASWD, and then my shooting button is caps lock or tab.
You haven't tried it until you had 4 people play Bomberman on the same keyboard,
right? It was that messed up in the 90s because
no
we
one
only
understood how multiplayer worked, how controllers worked.
Yes, well, I mean, but that's how we played it.
How you make a unit move. Nowadays, you left click them, then right click the move. No, old days, left click the move.
Yeah, that was quite
left click everything.
Left click, right click did nothing.
But playing one of those old school. When you play one of those old school first-person shooter games, that's sort of an insight onto how it feels to how it feels to play as somebody left-handed with the current WASD setup that we have, because that's terrible for people that want to play with their dominant hand on the mouse.
Oh, I just went all the way there. It's like I would literally push my entire keyboard to the left and do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, the inconvenience of that is something that a left-handed player would have to deal with. I'm just, trying to remember what that felt like.
It felt awful is what it did.
Felt awful, man. Ugh.
This is not intrinsic at all. Or games that literally used every single button of the keyboard because reason. I'm looking at you, F-22 Raptor. I love you as a game, but why does every single button have to do something?
Hey, man, that's StarCraft.
Oh, yeah, it does.
But at least with StarCraft, you can click the button. But still, the best way to do it is still the keyboard.
It's crazy. The early games where no one knew what the rules were of controls or anything was just weird. GoldenEye. GoldenEye, I remembered so much with nostalgia glasses that it was a fantastic, well-done FPS. I am 100% sure if I would load up GoldenEye today and use an N64 controller, I'd be like, the fuck is this bullshit? This is awful.
I can imagine.
This is a horrible game.
Oh my God. Hold on. Speaking of GoldenEye and James Bond, I actually watched the film, the new one. It was quite entertaining. No Time to Die.
Spoiler alert?
Does he die?
Well, I don't know if it's spoiler, but it's in the news. This is his final.
Spoiler.
I mean, yeah.
Let's spoil it.
We go to James Bond.
This movie is called No Time to Die, and they fucking kill James Bond right at the very end. What the fuck is this?
I mean, at the same time, look, I grew up with so many James Bond. I'm so used to them just dying and being replaced. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, it's like Doctor Who now.
No. Doctor Who is the same person every single time with a different form. But James Bond it's a new agent. They're old, but they were former 007s, and there's new 007 because 007 is literally just a call sign or rank. It's not.
Yeah.
Isn't that
exactly?
Isn't that a fan theory? Isn't that a fan theory that makes?
I like how he casually said that. By the way, his no longer 007. Remember, it's the lady that replaced him as 007 in that movie. Spoiler alert, guys.
I mean, I was always under the impression that was a fan theory, that James Bond is a name that is given to the 007 agent, whoever holds that. And
the theory got debunked now.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was the case because when I saw all the films, I thought because they would reference older films or older villains. So I had to make the assumption, I guess these are just things, that it's just a title.
Yeah, I mean that's a fan theory that and it's the fan theory that makes sense. Like, these are not the same people.
I mean, look, it's the same one. How old is he? Like, from World War II. Okay, God, he's still here.
So, you know,
because the moniker of Q, the moniker of M has been replaced and replaced and replaced.
Yeah, but
again, I just assume it's just new leadership, new management, everything like that.
Yeah,
I just took it as this is just how agents work. This person just takes on a new name.
Like, it's never been canon.
Oh, okay. I assumed that was the case.
Canon. It's the 007 title. That's the one that's passed around. But James Bond is James Bond, because 007 in this movie wasn't James Bond at the start. It was the lady.
Okay, I guess at that point it's an agent,
right?
Rank.
Know me? And then he says, "Does it bother you that I'm the new 007?" He's like, "No, we all know this is just a rank."
Who's the 006? Shit, what's his name? Sean Bean, the Sean Bean's character.
Oh, in GoldenEye.
Yeah,
Did he die there too? Because he's Sean Bean.
He died twice. That's the only movie I think Sean Bean dies twice.
It should be 006.
He dies once in a plant explosion.
Twice.
But everyone thinks he dies. Then he dies again when James Bond kills him.
Holy shit! Even in a Bond film, he dies.
We're gonna kill you twice.
Twice. And then a few years later, what's the
this...
next James Bond film again? Die Another Day. Oh, is this in tribute to Sean Bean's character? Yes.
Yeah. or that James Bond movie from the 60s was a foreshadowing because you only live twice, right? Like,
you only live twice. Oh my god.
Look, there's lots of weird James Bond movies, lots of things. I just assumed that they're just all part of that. It was just a title. Because they went really far back. So I just assumed, okay, it's just a new era, new person. Because the other person died, got retired.
But I guess
kind of like Triple X. I know it's not a great film, but the same concept of Triple X, where another person becomes Triple X. So
are they going to cast another bald guy?
I don't know, but it's about family.
It's about family.
Yeah. I kind of wish that Triple X Fast and Furious thing had a weird crossover. I'm seeing the point where it is. I'm also hitting the point where Triple X makes more sense than Fast and Furious. Like, Triple X has become the more realistic movie.
You know, to my mind, they are the same franchise. Just Vin Diesel,
they are.
I think, to my mind, they've already crossed over. Yeah, they've already crossed over in my mind. You know. That's my headcanon. You were saying, Martin?
Huh?
You were saying...
You were saying something?
Oh, yeah. Now that he did mention GoldenEye, now that we did mention James Bond, I got to ask you guys quickly, who is your James Bond? Because for me, it's always going to be Pierce... Oh, okay, so different. Mine was going to be Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan
Pierce Brosnan was the one I grew up with, but the one that I saw the most was Sean Connery.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, nice. So it's your mother, Trebek. I will go for...
And I always found the charm of Sean Connery so interesting. Pierce Brosnan also had a bit of charm to him, but I felt like it was trying to be a copy of Sean Connery.
I think more that's why it worked for me.
Because Sean Connery had more of a... Like, it was that was the secret agent charm. What I picture is Sean Connery.
Because for me, Daniel Craig is just... okay.
He's interesting. He's a gritty, more quote-unquote realistic person. But look, I don't go to 007. I don't go to James Bond for realism. I saw GoldenEye where there's a gigantic laser and golden gun and all these other things. So I really don't need the realism, I'll be honest.
And the next one was about a dude that has a bullet lodged in his head that gives him superpowers? Like,
what? Who the hell is that?
Wait, what? What was that one?
Where's that?
What's
that?
What is that talking
about? Who the hell is that?
Not superpowers. Die Another Day, right? The dude, the bad guy in Die Another Day has like a bullet lodged in his head and he doesn't feel pain or something, right?
Yep.
I don't know why. You know what popped in my head? When he said superpower and can't feel pain? Remember Charlie's Angels 2? Like the enemy... like the ex-boyfriend of one of the girls, and like he just could like, you can't help it. I don't feel any pain. It's like that's his thing. God. Like he just like a weird injury to his head, so he couldn't feel pain as well.
Oh man! But what I like about
Charlie's Angels and the original Charlie's Angels was such a campy, fun film.
I like Tom Green there. That's where I like Tom Green. Not the disturbing. My bum
is good.
Not the disturbing.
Like my
bum is on your lips. Oh. Yeah. Or Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage? And that's not from a Charlie's Angels film.
Shows. These are
that's from a movie movies. About Freddy getting something.
Oh god, the old movies, like we remember some of the really good ones, but they also remember like how much trash movies popped out.
Oh dude,
like we were part of the scary movie era.
Yeah, the Dude Where's My Car era. I love.
But Dude Where's My Car? I still say it's a pretty nice, good. It's a nice campy classic. Yeah. But the Scary Movie franchise became
so bad. It's good.
It's a movie that can only exist in its time period, and that's it. Like you watch it anytime later, it's like, what the hell's this nonsense?
Yeah, if you watch it now, it gets canceled in the first 2 minutes.
I mean, look, lots of old films probably don't do very well. Sean Connery's James Bond probably would not have gone well.
or if you remember Scary Movie 2. Here, grab me with my strong hand. Very deformed hand.
Like oh, God, all the horrible things.
It's funny because I think the actor was like making fun of the real life actor of Freddy Krueger because they look alike. And then the voice, like, I made it with my hand.
Talk about movies. Curious thing. Are movie houses opened up in Brazil?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Scarily enough. It has been back for the past few months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's in full capacity. There's no spaces. You can actually sit with each other. Behind you, in front of you, but they do require masks. But you can take off your mask because you got to eat your food,
okay?
Because you buy concessionaries.
We remember we do remember the Brazilian president is
very anti-mask.
Let's just say that he has
survived
similar
Yes, he has survived 3 COVID scares. And he's still alive and kicking.
Wait, scares or did he get it?
He got it twice.
Okay,
and he's the same guy that got stabbed and lived.
I'll play devil's advocate here. I feel like if you survive 3 times, you might think it's probably not anything worth to like worry about.
But then again, this is the guy that survived the freaking.
I got 3 times.
Think about it. It's the guy that survived the stabbing and became president.
Well, what are your stabbing laws? You must stop being a bitch. You just got stabbed once. It's fine. Just walk it up.
I'm pretty sure he's not. I'm pretty sure he's not normal.
It's gonna be like a sign there. One stabbing, you get no healthcare. You gotta get stabbed twice.
Yeah, you gotta get stabbed twice.
President's orders. Presidents walk that stuff off. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, walk that. What's wrong with you? Be a man. But I'm bleeding
I feel like that from his mindset. If he survived that much, like, what's wrong with you people? Why are you so weak?
I don't know. People are built different.
Really, I feel like if he got it, then got it really bad, he'd probably have a more like aggressive reaction. Okay, we have to control this. But yeah, you survived it 3 times. It's gonna be like, what you gonna do?
Fuck it. Let's open the movies. Hey, Eternals is on like this week. Open it up.
Oh, by the way, the dude with the dude with the bullet. Just for the sake of clarity.
For Die Another Day.
The villain from The World Is Not Enough.
Oh, okay. I love the song. The World Is Not Enough. That's one of the
most of my favorite Bond songs are pretty cool.
Just so we're not crucified. Just so I'm not crucified by like some James Bond fans out there. It's like, Die Another Day. No, that was about the Koreans or something. But like, World Is Not Enough.
Wait, there is one where they're in North Korea, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think that was Die Another Day.
Tropic Thunder.
Is that the one where the guy got hit with diamonds across his face or something?
Holy shit! What? Diamonds?
I just remember a guy like was bald and he had like diamonds studded all his face because like he blew up a bag of diamonds or something and that became shrapnel. Okay. He got bedazzled by grenades, basically.
Diamond. James Bond villain Diamond Face. Searching that. Zao.
Zhao.
Oh, fictional North Korean.
Is he Chinese?
North Korean.
Okay.
Let's
What
see.
movie is this? Because I remember that this guy got blasted in the face with diamond. It's a very weird memory to have, but that's my memory. Is someone got blasted in the face with Die Another Day? Okay,
there we go.
Is
Diamond
to
face.
die another day. But man, so you guys got Sean Connery, got Pierce Brosnan. What's your favorite Bond song?
I think I don't know the titles of most of them.
No, the titles of most of them are the movie titles.
Really?
No.
Wow, that's
Like
lazy.
Skyfall. Skyfall is Skyfall.
Yeah, but
Die
then
Another Day is Madonna. Die Another Day.
Not though.
Well, that's not enough. Garbage.
I mean,
Actually,
Die Another Day just just gets stuck in your head, but that doesn't really make it particularly good. It just kind of just gets stuck in your head.
For me, like, I love how they made themselves go full James Bond.
Talking James Bond, have you ever watched the
The World
TV
Is Not
series
Enough.
James Bond Jr.?
James Bond Jr.? Yes, I did. Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Have you
Oh,
you didn't
God,
watch
that
it now,
was the-
James Bond Jr.?
I didn't
No.
understand it when I saw it on TV. Like, even the intro was so weird. It's not the James Bond song. It's like James Bond Jr. Like, it's literally Americans singing. It's like that cartoon show.
Look at
Little
the characters
Elvis
from it.
in
It's just
Australia.
Everyone's okay. I just looking at the video. I completely forgot the character. Like he had a dweeby nerd who's supposed to be like Q, I
Right?
think, or then he has like who's the jock supposed to be? Who's the blonde haired jock supposed to be? I guess like
he's
brunette
M.
girl is then brunette girl is just the love interest, the Bond girl.
Yeah. It's just
See
so.
There's a comic. Okay, yeah, I guess there was a comic.
Oh wow!
Holy
There's
crap,
a
it is a
video
comic.
game in SNES.
James
Wait,
Bond
so sorry, Martin.
is from 1967.
What? For real?
Wait, what is this? Sorry,
James
I
Bond
it's a
Jr. is a spin-off from 1967.
Dang,
It's a
that's
spin-off
old.
novel from Ian Fleming. It is like a legit thing. It's not a
It's a
random
legit-
thing they made up. It's a legit Ian Fleming
Oh,
book.
it's a character described as the nephew of Ian Fleming's
Yeah.
spy James. Whoa!
Interesting.
I am what?
And so they made
So
like
it's
an entire
really
TV
Ian
series out
Fleming
of it.
IP.
I thought it was just a stupid cash grab. Yes, Ian Fleming wrote this.
I mean, it could have been a cash grab that was based on.
Is this like his own fan fiction of his own story?
I guess so. You know what's funny about this?
Wait, can you write fan fiction of your own work, or that doesn't count?
No. I guess we call it fan fiction when it sucks. It's like with Dragon Ball GT. Holy smokes! Mika, did you see the guy's face? It looks like Pierce Brosnan before they casted Pierce Brosnan as
Wait,
James
who?
Bond in GoldenEye. James Bond Jr. Look at his hairdo. It's Pierce Brosnan all over again.
It does. Okay, yeah, I see.
Right?
Okay, I see it now.
It's before
Well,
he
it was
got
also
casted.
because the comics came out in the 90s, around the same time Pierce Brosnan was the thing.
But GoldenEye was
Wait.
95, man.
Oh yeah, shit. And this is 91.
Right?
Did they
It's
pick
like-
Pierce Brosnan? They got the James Bond Jr. Yeah, okay. You look like him. Go.
Yeah, he looks like James Bond Jr. We're getting him. And he's
I'm
British.
still trying to accept the fact that Ian Fleming wrote this.
Me too. I'm like, what the hell?
I
did
literally
just
thought
read?
it was a stupid cash grab that I'm fine with this. I'll go. It had 65 episodes?
Dude, it's 2 years, man. Holy smokes.
One season. God, remember when seasons didn't mean shit? This season's
Yeah.
27. This season's 60 episodes. This season's 3. Like, I don't understand your convention. Why is this season 3 episodes? Why is this season 60 episodes?
Holy smokes.
But nothing
This
beats
is
Jetsons, which is
crazy.
like a 30, 40 year. I think it's 30 or 40 years apart, season 1 and season 2 for Jetsons.
The only thing I remember the show was the theme and how Junior looked like a non-blue Captain Planet.
I know I've said it so many times. I'm still so upset how there's no reboot of Captain Planet. It's like the
Hey,
it seems
we
like to be
did.
the most thing, is there?
We had Don Cheadle as Captain Planet turning people into trees, man.
No, that doesn't count. Silence. You don't bring that up.
It's the best Captain Planet version, though.
Okay, 20 years. Okay, I was
20
exaggerating.
years.
It's 20 years. The
God.
season one ended in 1963. Then season 2 started in 1985.
Oh my god.
He was almost with the entirety of martial law. There was no Jetsons.
This is crazy.
But that's also why season 1, season 2 are so drastically different.
I see.
Because I remember that. Or the other weird one is Johnny Quest. With season 1, season 2, so I was like, what the fuck happened here?
Oh my god. Yeah, like the next
season 1 was like super like, wow, this is dark. Like people be dying, damaged. It's like this is like old school Johnny Quest where like people should have died. Then season 2 is like, okay, let's turn it back. Let's bring it back a little bit. No more death. Also change the anime style. Like, okay. Yeah. Like season 1 felt like an actual Western style. Then season 2 felt like it was trying to be anime, but not in the sense of its coloration patterns. Like it's like it didn't feel like the Western style animation.
Season 2 is the one we saw in Cartoon Network, right? The New Adventures
season 1,
of
season
Quest?
2. Yeah, New Adventures of Johnny Quest, season 1, season 2 were different styles.
Actually, yeah.
The original one was always the same style, and it was campy back then, and it's still campy now.
Dr. Quest.
I keep forgetting that Haji was literally just picked up from a random place by Dr. Quest. There was no adoption papers whatsoever. Nope. It's like, you're with us now. Haji. We're going to pick up this native. You belong to us.
Okay.
Okay. It's, I think, only the New Adventures where they actually gave him a family and all these things and like a history to how he's there. But yeah, old school Johnny Quest was he saved their life. Nope. And it's like, you're with us now. Live your life. You belong to us now.
Your family now. Your family now. I don't care. You come from third world country. We bring you to first world America.
God, the old shows
show you American Dream.
Wait, just backtracking to James Bond stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
Not all of the James Bond title songs were the name of the movie, right?
Oh yeah,
that would feel lazy.
Spectre, did it have a Spectre song?
Spectre. The one of them from the 80s, All Time High was the one from Octopussy, which
I remember that one. It was a very strange name.
If they have a song called Octopussy as well.
It's going to be top rated charts for a while, and then be like, "This is not what I expected."
Quantum of Solace. Didn't keep the name. Casino Royale didn't keep the name.
Skyfall did though.
Yeah, Skyfall did.
And the new one, No Time to Die, actually had one. I heard.
Oh, so the leader. So Octopus is the name of the leader or enemy of this movie. I was sort of confused by that name.
When the Spy Who Loved Me, the song wasn't called The Spy Who Loved Me.
It's like Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yeah,
Austin Powers was also another thing that was pretty.
That's what they were riffing on. Looking through the Wikipedia page, it looks like James Bond Jr. wasn't made by Ian Fleming.
What?
Wait, what?
But it just said.
I'm pretty sure he wrote it, didn't he?
He wrote it, right?
There was a novel in the 60s. The name was first used in a 1967 spin-off novel, The Adventures of James Bond Jr. 003 and a half, authored by the never clarified pseudonym R.D. Mascot, but widely suspected to be Arthur Calder Marshall.
I want to believe that not Ian Fleming just. I want to believe that Ian Fleming just had that as a pseudonym so he could make fan fiction.
Yes.
He wanted this. He wanted his prom episode.
He wanted his cash grab. I'd like to think that was Ian Fleming, but it isn't officially documented.
But hey, he got a 2-season animated series, a comic book series, and a Super Nintendo game. So good for you, Ian Fleming.
There was a Super Nintendo game. But God, I said about that. That game, that's a game that I'll never touch again. GoldenEye, just because of that, I have such fond memories. I don't want to break it by trying again and realize how horribly crappy this thing was.
What if they do a proper remake? Basically, what Blizzard promised Warcraft Reforged to be.
I would maybe take a look at. I mean, for me, the good remaster is something that just sells well to your nostalgia glasses. That's why I love Red Alert 2 Remake. It was the perfect remaster in my mind because it fed to my nostalgia glasses so well. And I love the fact that you could press a button to go back to original graphics and realize how trash it looked. Then realize what you see is like when it first came out, like this looks no different. This is exactly how I remember it. Then you actually go back like, oh, this is how it actually looked. Yeah, that was nice because it matched your nostalgia perfectly.
Yeah, so I mean, like, because like the thing that you're afraid of is that when you go back to play 007, when you go back to play GoldenEye, it's gonna feel like shit.
Yeah, the controller specifically. That's why I think the remake just has a properly set controller. I feel like it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because lots of things did not make sense. Like the way the guns work, the way the gunplay, everything just was kind of like, what is this?
It's like, you could, because they could go for like the StarCraft, they could go for the StarCraft route where like, what they did with StarCraft Remastered was kept everything that was bullshit about like Brood War.
Okay.
Like all of the stupid AI and like everything, all of the bugs and all of that stuff, they left it.
Red Alert 2, they also did. The AI is still the same stupid AI.
Right? And all of the bugs that, things like those hyper-specific bugs. Like if you have I think if you have a cloaked...
What, ghost?
Observer? Or one of those invisible flying units, either the Observer or
the Observer.
And you put it like on top of a missile turret in a very specific place, it deactivates the missile turret. Like little things like that. Like, little things like that they kept in.
My gosh, like, there are some games that are magic because they're so broken.
Yeah.
I mean, the Age of Empires community is still alive and well because of the stupid broken mods and how stupid the game is. But that's really why people love it.
I love that game. Yeah. Well, Age of Empires 2, I still play that game.
It actually aged fairly well. I played it recently. Like, this actually is still pretty fun.
Yeah. And it's like, apparently there's a competitive AoE 2 community out there, which is
there is. It's pretty scary.
Insane, right? But like, the thing that they're finding is that the skill ceiling for that game is just so goddamn high that there's still stuff to be discovered, at least in terms of like your meta and like, in terms of builds and all of that sort of thing, which is insane to think about.
It's such a wild game.
Right?
And I don't know if it's wild because it's so well designed or because they threw so much random things to it that it's still no one is still trying to pick it apart, figure out what is working here and what is not.
Yeah.
Then they're horrible trash games like Empire Earth. It is a guilty pleasure. I enjoyed it for its stupidity because it's map editor, but it was such a dumb game.
Did you ever play Age of Mythology?
Yes, of course.
Oh, haven't.
That game. I don't know whether I like it or not, though.
It's a game I never owned and only played in an internet cafe.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I remember owning a copy. It was like, they copied Blizzard and have heroes now.
I remember that being a way as a kid to try different games when net cafes were becoming popular was to go to a net cafe and see what games they had so you could try things out until, remember back when net cafes used to experiment with different titles and weren't just League of Legends and Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
Yep.
Back when they really have like different games. So you have this thing. Hey, that's cool. Let's try this. Let's try it. Now it's like, no, we only have 3 games. We have League of Legends, Counter-Strike, and whatever the hell that weird anime game is. Go.
Well, Dota, not League of Legends.
They'll call it League of Legends, even though they mean Dota. Or some people who play Dota was like, do you play Dota? Like, the new Dota. I mean, LOL? New Dota, yes.
But to be fair, man, like, the Philippines is pretty damn good at Dota.
We are. We're also extremely toxic about it, but we are pretty damn good.
Like, we're pretty damn good at Dota. Like, did you watch the International?
Yeah.
The number of Filipinos that were there playing for like Korean teams.
I know. It's like, you don't look Korean at all. But we are really good. It's just the only thing I hate about our gaming community is, dear God, we are like one of the most toxic gaming communities I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
I still remember old school Halo lobbies.
Yeah.
Like, you have not seen toxicity until you've been into an internet cafe.
Oh, yeah. We've been through internet cafes.
Now that disappeared in the pandemic. They disappeared fast.
I mean, we played in front of school, but there are certain internet cafes that are so toxic. We heard stories and people just go out and fight each other after they lose a Dota match or whatever. And that's actually true. The kids do that.
Know, I think I know which one you're talking about. I won't name it, but I think I know which one you're talking about.
And it's so sad. It is just so fucking sad that we haven't been able to translate that passion into like an esports system here, Korea style.
Well, there is an esports teams here. The problem is certain professionalism on some people, because if you see certain competitions, people got suspended because they were being either homophobic or did something stupid.
I mean,
I don't know. There's still the troll mindset in our local esports community.
I mean, I'll be honest. The troll mindset has never left the gaming community.
Yeah.
It's just something you have to keep quiet about once you hit a professional level.
Yeah. That's why you're in a team.
Because I mean, I'm 100% sure Shroud, when he's just with his friends, plays just like the rest of us.
Yeah. Yep. Like, you know, fucking, they're all.
I'm in the camera. Bear talk differently now.
I can talk shit now. I can talk shit. But yeah.
It's just something you have to learn, that there is a professional face and there is a non-professional face.
Yep. And the thing is, I suppose that professional face comes in when there's a shit ton of money that's involved. And
oh yeah.
And it's just kind of sad that we don't have that shit ton of money when there is so much passion that could be directed towards it.
Oh, there is. There should be better. And not just that, there's bad coaches, bad team management. And lots of the team management is just for show. Like, they don't really get good players. They get players from certain things just so they have to show off some people.
Yeah, like, oh, our team left us. Now we have a better team now. We got this guy from this game. Yeah, we're awesome. Kami ang malakas lang. Okay.
Good
job.
In Korea, what I like is they really merge. They have the team work together. Like, you live with your team.
Like, yeah, we should have team houses, man. Make those fucks play for like 12 hours a day. See how you like your video games now, children.
You will learn or you will die. We'll figure it out.
That's insane. Like, looking at like the Korean esports, like the system they have built around it, I'm like, let's see how you like your video games now, kids, when you're forced to play 12 to 14 hours a day. All you have are pee breaks and like snack breaks. You know?
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Like, people think that playing games, like, oh, that's such an easy. No, it really gets trouble.
Nope.
It's hard. I even say this, like, just a peek into like streaming. There is like streaming the games and everything else. It's tiring because people think, oh, you're just playing things. No. Like, when you're trying to make entertainment or when you're trying to do sport, it's a completely different mindset. You're not really doing it to enjoy yourself anymore. You're doing it because it's something you either have to master or it's just work.
Yeah.
That's why it was like, why? Like, you play video games for this. Why are you playing video games for breaks? Because I actually want to play.
That's quite sad, right? You know. Like, particularly if you're not, what's his name? Disguised Toast? Right? If you're not like at that sort of Disguised Toast level of like notoriety where you can just play whatever and people will follow you. Like, there are some streamers out there that the moment they play like a totally different game, like half their audience is gone.
Oh yeah. That's a very common thing.
Actually, so that's what I'm going through right now with some of my friends who like switched from certain games like Genshin or a something to a stupid NFT game. Like, okay, I'm out. I'll just click a like and then bye.
But then NFT game, that's a completely different. Like, I just say leave that shit. But like, you know, if Disguised Toast started playing NFT games on the regular, I'd be like,
of course you're gonna watch. It's like me
but
watching
at that point, you're
PewDiePie
watching
before.
the personality.
Yeah,
that's why being a variety streamer, which is something I chose to do just because like I cannot stick to one game. It just gets hellish at some point. Is you have to stick to a sort of niche, and even if you do variety, you start to stick to a sort of style to it, so people come for a very certain thing. Because you will get drop-offs, like horrible drop-offs. I remember when I left my main game after
Vampire?
doing VTM, because I did VTM for 4 months straight.
Yep.
Once I dropped it, because at that point, it was getting great viewership, but it immediately became I had topped up the market. Like, there's no way I could go any higher. And it was kind of sad because it wasn't even that high. Mm-hmm. Like, I checked the rankings for #1 stream. Hey, that's me. That's really sad because that's a really low number.
Yeah. It's like if someone's gonna like our favorite game and no one streams it, and then I see you, I'll totally watch it, right?
Yeah. No, I've had some people come into certain things because like, wow, no one streams this. I'm so glad you're streaming it. Like,
yeah,
wow,
like, thank you. Ironic, like that.
Yeah, like Siberia. God, that game's
Oh
a game
my
I would
God.
never know exists. The only reason I know exists is because of my moderator.
Yeah, who suggested that? AVP or TNT?
Yeah, AVP.
VTM meta. Better than the hot tub meta.
Dude.
If you could check out that weird ass game Siberia. If you like point and click adventures, Siberia is a wild ride.
Oh my God!
Siberia with a Y.
Me of child labor.
SY.
Of a child talking to himself in the third person, and a very overly ambitious mother that keeps calling you every once in a while.
That game was a hell of a wild ride that I'm playing the fourth installment for.
Wait, it went weird in Siberia 2 or 3 where it had the weird bird things and the small people.
It went weird with number 1 when we had to fix the weird humping robot.
Oh my God.
That was 5 minutes in.
Oh, this game.
Oh, you actually know this one.
I watched it on Mostly Walking.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you going to try playing Siberia, the other game that's called Siberia?
I've seen that one. Oh, I do love the one I asked my community, like a few people in the community about Shenmue. I like how everyone said, Shenmue is a pretty cool game. Please don't stream it.
Okay. Actually, don't stream
because like it takes forever. It's like, okay, if I do this, I'm going to record and edit it and then post it somewhere.
Yep.
Even like AVP, like, yeah, I love Shenmue. Please don't stream that. Why? You're going to spend like 3-4 hours trying to get the one point, and we're going to be staring at you trying to do basic chores and do a job.
Yeah, and then like for 5 days, you're just gonna do a forklift race at the start of your streams. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
The sad part. That's the highlight probably of the stream is the race.
The forklift races.
Race.
Oh,
yeah!
God, I hate that.
This is a horrible violation for worker safety. Screw it.
But we're racing with forklifts.
Is this an OSHA violation? Hell yeah, it's an OSHA violation. Let's go.
Just stream it for the bad VAs or the bad quality because the sound is booming.
Oh, God. There's some games that work really well. There's some games that don't. And worst part is there's some really good games that are not replayable. Like the game Norman I played, which for me, I still consider my favorite stream that we did was A Way Out.
What was that again? Is that the first person game?
No, third person. A Way Out is a game that can only be played 2 players. It is a co-op only game.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a fantastic game. And that's it. Like, if you do one playthrough, the twist and the twist in the story, all these twists and turns, you can't do it a second time unless you just somehow lose your memory.
Oh God. So like one of those games that probably the developers don't like it when people let's play it, that sort of thing.
Oh, like you do it once and that's it.
Yeah.
Speaking of
like you do it a second time, it's purely completionism. Like I'm here to get achievements.
You tried to play the Squid Game, right? The crab game.
Oh yeah, crab game.
I like how you comment. Oh, I saw that meme. I saw this meme.
Pretty much, like I literally, and I love how even my chat was so upset. Like, you never watched it. I watched the memes. I never actually watched the show. I like watched 2 episodes, got bored of it, and then just did something else. Wait, apparently, it really kicks off at episode 4, but after 2, it's like this is boring. I'm gonna go do something.
Would you
else.
recommend me to watch it or no? Stick to the memes.
It's a slow burn thing that it says exciting because I assumed it'd be like Battle Royale. Which really just like Battle Royale, just like throw it in, like you're in this, deal with it. Oh my God.
Yep.
And Battle Royale is what made it so awesome was the people you thought were heroes were not. They like died like 5 minutes in. Like this is one guy, like this one, I forgot the name of the character. Like he was like super like the top guy in school, like a love interest for like the female character, but he's not like super hot or anything. Like he's like the bare average protagonist you'd imagine for most anime. And think, hey, this would be the guy. This looks like the hero. Gets his head blown off like 5 minutes in. Like, oh shit, okay, I guess not. Well, at least you know this girl's the main girl. Oh, she gets hit in the head with a crossbow. Yeah, okay. I don't know. It's a wild ride. It's like Game of Thrones, but for Game of Thrones, who's gonna die? I don't know. Maybe this guy. Plot armor? What plot armor?
No plot armors whatsoever. That's what I like about Battle Royale. It's funny because I got to see it like 10 years ago. Oh, 20 years ago. Oh my God.
20 years ago. It is an old ass film. I was in Japan when they were doing auditions for Battle Royale 2.
Oh.
Whoa.
The only problem was it was in Tokyo and I was in Nagoya. So like there's no way I could apply for it.
It's sort of like oh man, I really like it when like media does that, you know, like Psycho, right? Like
Psycho?
Yeah, that Hitchcock film from like this.
Oh yeah, they had like this
that thing in the shower.
Paid actress who died really early in.
Yeah, like all of the marketing material was like, oh yeah, this blonde girl who's like really popular is going to be in it. Like 5 minutes in, they kill her in the shower.
Yep. Like, haha, you're trapped now. We have your money. Either you stick around or leave.
Yeah, that would be like the equivalent of casting like Taylor Swift and saying that she has plot armor and then just killing her in the first 5 minutes.
Oh my God. It's like Optimus Prime in Transformers the movie, and then you kill him. Fuck you guys. Fuck those guys. Seriously.
No, oh God, I just remembered one of the few movies I forgot the other movie. There are only 2 movies I've ever walked out in my life. I forgot what the other one was, but I remember the other one being the latest Terminator film.
The latest what now?
The latest Terminator movie.
Oh
when
yeah,
they killed
off John Connor immediately.
Yeah, when they killed him off, like I stood up, like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm out.
Done.
Bye.
That was dumb.
Dude, I'm out.
Can we can I suggest that we end the podcast there with Nico saying like, I'm out. That's it. I'm out.
I'm good with that.